Well, hello there. This is video number 7 in our series Weight Loss on the Carnivore Diet. And in this video today, we're going to be talking about the cravings that some people get when they start the carnivore diet. This is particularly a problem in the early days of carnivore, and it's a general experience of most people that the longer they're on carnivore, the less problem they seem to have with cravings. But they can drive you mad, particularly in those early days, and it's an added complication because quite often you're coming off a serious carb addiction or a serious sugar addiction or a combination of both. So it's a very real issue for some people. So today I just wanted to give you 7 quick tips that might help you find the key to you overcoming the cravings and being successful, losing weight and getting healthy on the carnivore diet. Okay, here's my 7 tips. Number 1 is to make sure you stay satiated. In other words, you've got to eat enough. A common mistake that people make when they start the carnivore diet is that they just don't eat enough. It's easy to understand how this happens because previously you've had meat as one part of your meal. So you've cooked a chop or a bit of steak or whatever, and then you've added vegetables and sides and sauces to it to make up the plate. But now you're only having meat. And the tendency is when you begin just to cook the same amount of meat, but you're going to need more meat than you had before because you're not having the extras. It's quite a simple thing, I know, and yet it's so important. A huge factor in overcoming cravings is to make sure you're not hungry. And to do that, you simply have to eat enough. So make sure you're getting enough. Getting enough fatty meat on the carnivore diet, it's very satiating and very satisfying. And you'll soon find that once you get used to eating meat and enough meat and good fatty, salty meat, you're not going to have those cravings that you once had. Tip number 2 is to stay hydrated. Hydration is always important at any stage of life, but particularly when you start the carnivore diet, you're going to need more water intake than what you had previously. And sometimes dehydration can mask itself as a feeling of being hungry. And so if you're feeling hungry, if you're getting the cravings, maybe try a large glass of water, and just doing that alone might be enough to satisfy those hunger cravings. Tip number 3 is a simple one, and that's to make sure that you don't have temptations laying around your house or your bedroom or your lounge room or wherever they are. Don't have any of that old food that you used to eat before, the biscuits, the cakes, the nibbles, the chocolates, all of that. You've got to get rid of that because, look, if it's sitting there in your house and you're looking at it every day, sooner or later you're going to cave in and have some. So make it easy for yourself. Set yourself up for success. Get rid of all temptations so that they're just not in the house anymore and you're not seeing them all the time, because when you see them, it'll trigger a desire in your brain. So put them out of sight, get rid of them altogether. Tip number 4 is another simple thing. When the cravings come, think of some way of distracting yourself. Usually when the cravings come, they're not going to last for hours. They'll come in waves. So when that wave of cravings comes, find something else to do that takes your mind off it. I'm thinking of things like going for a walk or reading a book or getting engaged in a hobby that you've been doing at home, or anything that just takes your mind off food and onto another activity. It's simple, but it often works. Tip number 5 would be to understand what triggers your cravings. If you're having cravings, they're probably going to come at the same time of day in the same circumstances. I know for myself, if I ever have cravings, and I don't often have cravings, but if I do, they will come in the evening when I'm sitting down at the end of the day to watch something on television, and it's probably a lifetime habit to get something to nibble on at that time. So if you're aware of your triggers, you can be forewarned and forearmed to be able to better equip yourself to handle those situations. Another simple tip would be to make sure you're staying connected to friends and to other people on the carnivore diet. Preferably you can do this face to face, but if that's just impossible in your situation and there's no other carnivores about, then do it online. Be part of an online group. Our online group is the Carnivore Pensioner. It's a Facebook group, fantastic group, and I'd invite you to join there. But what you need is some sort of accountability and some sort of catching up with people so that you can share your struggles and your successes and your failures. And just having accountability, having mutual support, having someone else on board is going to make life so much easier, particularly with the cravings when they come. The final point I wanted to bring out today was to remember your why. We talked about this in, I think it was video number 3, where I did a whole video on the importance of knowing why. And it's such a crucial thing to know. Why did you start carnivore in the first place? What was your motivation? Was it to lose weight? Was it to get healthy? Was it to clear up brain fog, or to deal with mental illness, or to deal with some medical condition like diabetes? Know your why and have it very clear in your mind, because that's why you're doing this in the first place. That's why you've made this greatest of all decisions in your life, to do something about your health. So don't let a simple craving for a piece of chocolate or whatever ruin that. Stay your course. Be true to who you are. Say, I've stepped over a line. I'm not going back. I'm going to go on. Because look, if you have one fall, it's easy to have a second fall, then a third, then a fourth, and you finish up, you've got to start all over again. Now, you can do that, of course, but it's better not to have the fall in the first place. So there's just a few tips to handle cravings when they come. If you missed our last video, I talked about those first 2 weeks on carnivore particularly, and it was a bit of a 2-week survival guide, because in those 2 weeks it's a very exciting time, but it's often a very challenging time. So if you missed that, go back and watch video number 6 on surviving the first 2 weeks on carnivore. In the next video, I'll be talking about the benefits of adding intermittent fasting to carnivore for both weight loss and for general health. And we're going to have a bit of a discussion about that. But in the meantime, I'd like to say thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing to our channel and leaving a like on this video. It does help us. I will see you on the next video. And until then, hey, keep telling your story.